This is Kwacoco Bible. It is one of the traditional meals from the southwest region of Cameroon. This is a pudding or a cake, or however, steamed pudding or cake, or however I want to call it, that is made with cocoyam and palm oil and some fish or meat and other ingredients inside. So today I'll be showing you how to make this delicious traditional meal from my beloved country, Cameroon. So let's start cooking. First we are going to peel the cocoyam. This for Kwacoco Bible, you want to use this long particular variety of cocoyam because it's not too watery. So after peeling, you wash the cocoyam and then we are going to grate. This is the traditional method that we use to cook Kwacoco Bible, using a grater. This one, or there's another kind that is like longer, but if you don't want to do all that grating of the cocoyam, we now have some blenders that are able to blend the cocoyam, or some food processors, and give you a nice. So if you have a very strong food processor, you can just skip the whole grating part and go right into it. So just make sure you cut the cocoyam into small pieces like this, and don't overload it. Just do like a quarter of your food processor. Do not add water because you don't want it too mushy. If you have a good food processor, it should blend the cocoyam without you adding any extra water, like so. So just allow it to blend for a bit and you're good to go. So this food blender I'm using does a very good job. That's it. The cocoyam is well blended, and then put it aside. Then I'm going to be going in with smoked turkey for my protein. You can use whatever protein source you want, fish, meat, pork, whatever, but traditionally we just used to use smoked fish, but I have smoked turkey, so I'm just going to go with that. Now we come to the leaves. Kwacoco Bible is wrapped in plantain leaves or banana leaves if you're out here in the US, and you can get this from African stores or Asian stores, or from Fiesta if you live here in the US, because I got this from Fiesta. You want to warm the leaves because as they are, in their natural state they're fragile and they can break easily, but when you warm it, it's able to bend and wrap well without breaking. So when you put on your stove, you just pass the leaf over the fire like that and you're good to go. So if you don't want to go about this leaf warming process, there is the option of buying leaves that are already warmed up and nicely cut. Still, you can get that still from Asian or African stores, or even from this same Fiesta. You just see banana leaves that are, and they keep those ones in the freezer. These ones are on the regular shelf. Okay, so those ones that are warmed up already are in the freezer, that you can just pick them up and they are ready for use. So then you can skip all this leaf warming process. So you can just choose to warm the leaves and then cut them after, or you can just cut them to the desired length that you want and then warm them over the fire like that, so that it's easy to manipulate and get it all done. Next, we will wash the leaves over running water, because you want to make sure that all hygienic conditions are respected. So you don't want to dip them in the same bowl and be distributing the dead in the name of washing them. Okay, next we have our pot on the fire. I will use some of the leaves and put underneath the pot, because this is a steamed cake. So you want to, the cooking is by steaming, the steaming process. So you don't want the leaves directly on the bottom of the pot. So we line the under of the pot with some of the banana leaves like so, and then we now come and prepare our paste. So we're going to add in some salt, and then you mix. You can actually taste it, after you mix, to make sure that your salt is just okay. And then you go in with some bouillon cubes. Then you mix again. So it's a 1-pot meal. Then I'm going with the crayfish, and then mix. And then now my smoked fish, I'll add that in and mix again. You can add some pepper at this level, some habanero pepper, because trust me, any meal that has some palm oil, you need some good pepper. And then lastly, that's my palm oil. And then after adding that, I'm going to mix. That's the last ingredients for this 1-pot meal. So Kwakoko Bible, this is what makes it very easy, because once you've grated the cocoyam, you just mix everything in 1 pot and then you're ready to wrap. Now is the time to wrap. I'm going to be putting like 1 spoon and like a half, depending on how large the leaf is. This leaf is a very large leaf, so that's why I'm doing 1 spoon and a half. And then you just wrap it all the way to the finish, and then you close the ends like that. You just fold the ends of the leaves inward, and that makes a good wrap. It doesn't loosen or anything. That's the perfect way we wrap the kwakoko. Some people, if you don't have access to leaves, they use foil paper and all of that, but the leaves are the best. So if you have leaves that are broken in the middle like that, there's no problem, no need to throw it. Just take another leaf that is still whole and a smaller leaf, and then put it in the middle. You put out your kwakoko in it, and then you just wrap. It's not going to pour off. So that's how we do. So if you have a leaf that has gotten broken while you were washing or you were heating the leaf, there's no need to fear or throw it away. It's still very useful. So like I was saying, if you have, some people use foil paper to wrap or some plastic, but the leaf is the best because it gives that natural flavor when you cook with it. Now we're going to use some of the leaves and cover the pot after having wrapped all the cocoyam mixture. The pot is on the fire already, and then I'm going to add some water. The adding of water here is going to be gradually. You don't just fill the whole pot. So you add water every now and then, like every 5-10 minutes, and you leave it to cook for like an hour. Now our Kwakoko Bible is ready. This is the unwrapping process. As you can see, there's vapor and steam coming out of it. That is the smell of some good kwakoko there. When it's just out of the fire, it's not the best time to eat it, because as you can see, it's still sticking and it's super soft. So you normally should leave it to cool off an hour or more, and then that's the best time to have the Kwakoko Bible. See, as I'm unwrapping it with all ease, now that it has cooled off very well, it's ready to go. And see, even when I break it, you don't have all that stickiness on the knife. This is Kwakoko Bible, people. It's very popular food in Cameroon, and they hawk it even on it. Some do it, and as it's being hawked even on the street. You see these children that carry it in the flask, and from their moms that send them to sell, or the mothers who are walking on the street, they scream out, hot Kwakoko, hot Kwakoko. That's Kwakoko Bible for you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, a thumb up, a share, and let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Bye bye.